Welcome to this orientation video, a partnership between the City of Portland and the Immigrant Legal Advocacy Project, ILAP. ILAP is a non-profit organization that offers immigration legal help. We are not part of the government or immigration services, and your work with us is always confidential. So today, we want to tell you a few things that may be important to you or someone you know. Right now, there are many immigrants and asylum seekers in Maine. Many have come to Maine after crossing the southern border without a visa or permission to enter and must now seek asylum or some other legal status in immigration court to avoid deportation. If this is true for you, we want to use this video to help you understand more about your immigration process. So first, we want to talk briefly about different government immigration agencies you may need to deal with. Next, we will briefly explain some of the laws that allow people to stay in the US and get legal status. Third, we will remind you some of the things you must do while you go through your immigration process. And finally, we will briefly mention a few ILAP resources that may be useful as you go forward with your immigration case. So let me start with caution. We are recording this video in April 2022. If you are watching this long after that, the information in this video may be outdated. Immigration laws change all the time. All right, so now let's talk about some US immigration agencies and appointments you may be dealing with when you present yourself at the US border without a visa or are picked up crossing it. Immigration begins a legal process to decide whether or not you can stay. This process is called deportation, and you have to go through immigration court and present your case to a judge. If you are afraid to return to your home country, you may be eligible for what we call asylum. There may be other legal status available to you as well. So while this goes on, you will be dealing with at least 3 US agencies. First, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. It's the immigration police. If you came without a visa, you may need to make or keep regular check-in appointments with ICE to bring your immigration paperwork with you, and ICE will tell you when and where to do your check-in. It is very important that you go to your check-in appointments. Later in this video, we'll show you how to find information about our website, about how to contact ICE. The second agency that you will be dealing with is the immigration court. The nearest immigration court to Maine is in Boston. If you gave immigration officials a different address than Maine, when you cross the border, you may have to be assigned to a different immigration court in that city, not the immigration court in Boston. Moving your case from another immigration court to Boston is possible, but complicated. You will want to get help from an immigration law expert to do this. So whatever immigration court you are in, you should be given paperwork with a date and time to go to court. Or you may have to seek out the date and time of your court appointments called hearings after you are here. Please note, immigration court appointments are not the same thing as ICE check-in appointments. We'll tell you where to find information about checking on your court dates at the end of this video. It is very, very important to not miss any immigration court hearings. If you miss the hearing, the immigration judge can order you deported without a hearing about your asylum case. Please also remember that some people, in particular families who came with children that came into the US recently over the southern border without a visa, are being scheduled for their hearings in immigration court very quickly under a new government program called the dedicated docket. If your case is on the dedicated dockets, you should begin preparing your case as soon as possible. All right, so the last agency I will mention is the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS. The agency accepts and decides who may be able to get immigration benefits, including work permits. So now let's talk about how you defend yourself during the deportation process. We'll look at a few of the laws that stop deportation and give you legal immigration status. Please remember that these protections can be used only if you meet very exact requirements. So one protection is what we call asylum. Asylum is the legal protection for people that are afraid for their lives and are running from danger or violence in their home country. You will need to show that you suffered harm in the past or you fear being harmed in the future if forced to return to your home country. You will need to show that the harm is because of your race, your religion, your nationality, your political opinion, or because you are a member of a particular distinct group in your country. The judge will not make a decision about your case the first time that you go to court. You will get a future hearing date where you can present details about why you need protection. If you are granted asylum, the US government cannot send you back to your country, you're afraid. So ILAP has many materials on our website in multiple languages to help you understand and prepare and present your asylum case. I will show you where to find these materials at the end of the video. Another way of stopping deportation and getting legal status is called special immigrant juvenile status. This may be possible for children who are younger than 21 years if one or both parents are not with them here in the United States. Another possibility is what we call a U visa, and this is for people who may have been victim or witness of a serious crime here in the United States. There are obviously other laws that some people can use to defend themselves against a deportation. Now, we will next quickly mention some very important things you must not forget to do while in the process of seeking legal status here in the United States. One is the 1-year deadline. So please remember that you must submit your asylum application within 1 year of entering the United States. There are a few exceptions to this rule. Very important. Number 2 is the address change. So you must change your address with the immigration court that has your case and with ICE each time that you move. We have guidance on our website about how to do this correctly. This is not the same thing as changing your address with the post office. If you don't update your address, your notice of date and time of hearing might never get to you. Check-in with ICE. You need to go to your check-in appointments. If you don't, ICE might detain you while you wait to go to court. If you were supposed to check in with ICE but you haven't checked in, you should do that as soon as possible. Their office is at and ILAP has good information on how to do ICE check-ins on our website. Another thing is hearings in immigration court. Some papers you get from immigration should tell you the next of your court appointments. But these dates can easily be wrong or be changed by the court. You should always call the immigration court that has your case to confirm the date and time before going. It is critical that you do not miss your court appointments. Obeying the laws. The United States has many criminal laws. Some may be different from the laws where you lived before. So breaking criminal laws may cause the government to deny your asylum or send you back to your home country, which is to deport you. So laws that cause problems for many people are 1, alcohol. Driving while drunk is a crime. Theft is another one. Even for small things at the grocery store can affect your immigration case. Hitting a spouse or a family member, including children. Marijuana, even though it is legal in Maine, it is only for US citizens. Marijuana use of any kind is a crime under US immigration laws. And so that's about it, but please find and use resources found in several languages at ILAP's website, which is www.ilapmaine.org. Follow the link, asylum information, and there's a further link for information about new arrivals in immigration court. And again, I'm going to show you how to access those resources. Thank you so much for watching.